CAT aspirants. This is Seema Jhalani, your mentor from KYMS Academy. Welcome you back to this platform. CAT 2024 Slot 2 series is going on, and already we have discussed 3 questions of para completion from verbal ability section, and today in this video we are going to discuss 2 questions of para jumbles. So let's get started and together we make it happen. This is my favorite quote by Jimmy Johnson. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Such an amazing quote and so meaningful. Okay, so basically, everyone studies, everyone works hard, but those who go just a little beyond, those who give a little more extra than others become extraordinary. And that small extra makes a huge difference. That small extra sets the toppers apart. So, if today you are ordinary, tomorrow definitely you will become extraordinary. You just need to put that extra effort. Okay? All right, so let's get started now with the para jumble question. As you can see, 5 sentences are given. So basically, it's a part of para jumble, but in CAT 2024, there was no question of para jumble. It means you did not have to make the sequence. Okay, आपको सिर्फ देखना था which was the odd one out. So out of the 4 sentences, 4 questions are going to be the part of the paragraph, and one is not the part of the paragraph. So we have to go for that sentence which is not the part of the paragraph, which is what we call odd one out. So that odd one out, you know beta, it's like a black sheep. Okay, वो हमारे ग्रुप पे तो डेफिनेटली नहीं है. So shall I start reading? Okay, and you are going to solve it with me. The UK is a world leader in developing cultivated meat, and the approval of a cultivated pet food is an important milestone. If we are to realize the full potential benefits of cultivated meat, the government must invest in research and infrastructure. The first UK applications for cultivated meat produced for humans remain under assessment with the Food Standards Agency. The previous UK government had been looking at fast-tracking the approval of cultivated meat for human consumption. It underscores the potential for new innovation to help reduce the negative impacts of intensive animal agriculture. Now, beta, first of all, let us see the tone of all the sentences, okay? And then we are going to go for the mandatory pair. Mandatory pair in what sense? कौन सा sentence किसके बाद आ सकता है, या maybe if 2 sentences are there, can I keep them together as the part of the paragraph? तो उसको हम देख लेते हैं. The first thing, in the first sentence, the author is talking about the UK as a world leader, and in what? Cultivated meat, and obviously approval is being asked for the cultivated pet food. Okay, so it's a milestone. Now, here it is being positive, right? If we are to realize the full potential benefits, so in this paragraph, in all the sentences, basically, we are talking about the development, approval, and the potential benefits of cultivated meat. So, in a way, the entire passage is going to be positive in tone. And we are talking about the current development and the potential benefit of cultivated meat. So we are talking about the current development and potential benefits. Okay. So if we are to realize the full potential benefits of cultivated meat, the government must invest. Okay, it is also positive. And I can say these 2 sentences are related also. But which potential benefits are we talking about? Are we talking about such benefits in other sentences as well? So let us check it out. Let us check it out. It underscores the potential for new innovation to help reduce the negative impacts of intensive animal agriculture. Now you must be wondering that why I left 3 and 4, why I started reading 5th sentence after the second one. Because बेटा मुझे यहाँ पे समझ में आ रहा है कि first UK applications and the previous UK government. तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि इन दोनों में से एक सेंटेंस हमारा शायद odd one out हो सकता है. The reason is here it is given, okay? और it basically किसके लिए आ रहा है? For the sentence which is given in 1. Okay, so because यहाँ पर we are talking about developing cultivated meat, and this is an important milestone, तो definitely it is going to underscore. Underscore का meaning क्या होता है? Emphasize करना. So if this thing is going to happen, so obviously it is going to emphasize the potential for new innovation. So this sentence is talking about the benefit, and now in second also we are talking about the full potential benefits. And if want to realize those benefits, then obviously government must invest in research and infrastructure. So I can say after one it can be five, and after five it can be two. Okay, क्योंकि फर्स्ट में हम बात कर रहे हैं डेवलपमेंट की ऑफ कल्टिवेटेड मीट, फिफ्थ और सेकंड में हम बात कर रहे हैं द पोटेंशियल बेनिफिट्स ऑफ कल्टिवेटेड मीट. ऑलराइट, नाउ इफ यू रीड 3 and 4, तो हम ये श्योर हो चुके हैं दैट आउट ऑफ 3 or 4 either of these sentences is going to be the part of the paragraph. Now you know what beta, ये जो क्वेश्चन था ये थोड़ा सा tedious था एग्जाम में, because students actually got confused, but then there is one strategy that is actually going to work over here. और ये नॉर्मली बच्चों को मैं बोलती भी रहती हूँ कि थोड़ा सा आपको इसमें टाइम टेंसेस को देखना पड़ता है कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट करंट और वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दी पास्ट. तो अगर आप देखोगे हम सभी सेंटेंस में वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दी करंट डेवलपमेंट, ओके, एंड पोटेंशियल बेनिफिट्स. सो नाउ दिस सेंटेंस talks about the current time only. The first UK applications for cultivated meat produced for humans remain under assessment, and in the fourth one we are saying the previous UK government had been looking. Okay, so basically this is past tense and this is present. So are we talking about the past development, past approval? No, we are talking about the present development and present approval and present potential benefits of cultivated meat. So this is going to be the part of the paragraph, and fourth is going to be odd one out. So I think you have understood everything over here, and यहाँ पर सबसे important चीज जिसने हमको help करी है basically that technique is time tense टेक्निक. ओके, तो थोड़ा सा भी यहाँ पर कंफ्यूजन हो रहा था, तो आप देख सकते थे that 4 sentences are talking about the current development and 1 sentence talking about the past. Therefore 4 is going to be odd one out. Let us go to the next question. No known real researcher of human behavior would say that gender is all nature or all nurture. This is something that you really need to understand. And beta agar, okay, let me read all the sentences first, and then I will talk to you about these two terms. The evidence for a biological basis for gender certainly doesn't mean we should be complacent in the face of sexism. Many people are uncomfortable with the idea that gender is not purely a social construct. Despite this empirical truth, researchers who study the biological basis of gender often face political pushback. There is a political preference for gender to be only a reflection of social factors and so entirely malleable. Okay, so now in this question, you need to understand that basically what the author is trying to say by writing all nature or all nurture. तो अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है यहाँ पर भी, but if you read the next sentences, you will definitely get the idea that what the author is trying to say over here. तो यहाँ पर all nature और all nurture का author का मतलब है जो gender होता है ना, it is neither completely biological nor completely sociological. It is partly biological and partly sociological. Understood? So now when you come down to the rest of the sentences, आप देखेंगे कि आपको बार बार वही words दिख रहे हैं, social, biological. So I hope you have understood this line now. Okay? Now, the evidence for a biological basis for gender word is coming. We should be complacent. Complacent मतलब satisfy हो जाना. In the face of sexism. What is the meaning of sexism? Sexism basically refers to prejudice, the stereotyped mindset of person, or maybe the discrimination on the basis of sex or gender. ठीक है, तो basically यहाँ पर in this sentence we're talking about the discrimination. Many people are uncomfortable with the idea. Okay, अब people यहाँ पर uncomfortable है, और idea क्या है, तो उनको ऐसा लगता है कि जो gender है, लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि gender is partially या partially a social construct. तो वो कहते हैं कि no it is not like this, क्योंकि अगर ऐसा है तो obviously उस पर किसका influence हो जाएगा, biological basis का हो जाएगा. So these are the people who are saying that gender should be completely sociological. Okay, they do not want any interference on the basis, I mean from biological factors. Despite this empirical truth, अब this हम यहाँ पर किसके लिए लिख रहे हैं? Truth क्या है? Researchers who study the biological basis of gender often face political pushback. अब इसमें despite this empirical truth, basically I am talking about this thing because this is the truth that gender is partly biological and partly sociological. और इतना ट्रूथ होने के बाद भी रिसर्चर्स व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, they are studying the biological basis of gender. Okay, and because they are studying the biological basis of gender, so this is something which is not being liked by the people, and as a result this thing is facing the political pushback. Pushback means a kind of reaction. Okay, अब ये पॉलिटिकल पुशबैक को क्यों फेस कर रहे हैं? तो देयर मस्ट बी सम रीजन. सो इफ आई से दैट दिस इज द इफेक्ट, then what is the cause then? Now cause you can definitely understand from three. So after one it has to be four. Okay, and because in the fourth sentence author is talking about political pushback, that is reaction. तो reaction किस वजह से आ रहा है? Because many people are uncomfortable with the idea the gender is not purely a social contract. It means they do not want to have the influence of biological factors. Okay, so 1, 4 and 3, it makes a sequence. Now in between 2 and 5, because people, these are the people who are not liking this idea that there should be a role of some biological factors into gender. Okay, तो बस वो ये चाहते थे कि basically what they believe is that our life is shaped by what? Our society, our environment. So therefore we do not want any interference of biological issues or factors. Okay, और इसी वजह से there is a political preference for gender to be only a reflection of social factors and so entirely malleable. Malleable means that anything that can be changed. Okay, so I believe that after 1 it has to be 4, after 4 it has to be 3, and after 3 it has to be 5. So why second one is odd one out? Because this sentence though talking about gender, yet we have nothing to do with this term sexism, and for this reason 2 is going to be odd one out. Yes, so was it easy to solve? Yes, I would say not easy but moderate, because सभी sentences में gender आ रहा है, तो obviously students वहाँ पर confuse हो गए थे whether it was second or it was fifth. So now I hope you got the idea कि जहाँ भी आपको ऐसा word दिखता है which has nothing to do with the paragraph, definitely you can eliminate that sentence. Okay, so we are done with both the questions. If you have any doubt, you can always visit our website and give us a call on this number. We are always there by your side. Do not forget that. Keep learning, keep practicing, be consistent in your performance, and together we make it happen. Thank you so much.